Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I would like to present the topic on the postgraduate research, creating success while facing the challenges of education in the new millennium. Okay, I'm Associate Prof. Dr. Nur Abdul Hamid and co-author with Dr. Nur Faiza Muhammad Hamidin from Kolej Universiti Islam Antarabangsa, Selangor. Okay, the line of presentation today is on the abstract, the introduction, methodology, literature review, the analysis and discussion, and also the conclusion. Okay, the abstract. Outstanding career positions require higher education and higher qualification certificates which are relevant to specific field subject areas that require relevant qualifications. As such, the drive to hold a higher education degree is an aspiration held by most people who understand the powers and also the benefits. In pursuing higher education is actually to increase their existing qualification, which is not an easy task. In line with the latest developments in knowledge and aspects of knowledge, both akli and nakli, the various challenges arise. And among the challenges are the challenges arising from content and values in the aspects of holistic education, the challenges of implementing education that are more inclusive and in line with the current advancement of technology, and also the challenges of preparation and readiness of the job market, and such are among the various challenges that need to be addressed. As for the introduction, as we can see, it is actually an human nature to want the best for oneself. So what is actually the postgraduate study? The word postgraduate refers to a student who continues his or her studies at a higher level after completing their first degree. The importance of knowledge through the following hadith, through Abu Hurairah radhiyallahu anhu, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that if the son of Adam dies, then all his days are cut off except three things: the sadaqah jariyah, ongoing charity, the useful knowledge, and pious children who regularly pray. Imam Al-Ghazali, on the other hand, once said, strike your brain to seek as much knowledge as possible in order to unearth the great secret contained in the great thing called this world, but like a lamp in your heart, a light to keep your soul alive. So the importance of gaining knowledge is clearly illustrated in the verses of the Quran, the hadith fragments, and the messages above. In the foreword in the book Success Harumi PhD, Successfully Surviving a PhD, a Guide for Students and Supervisors, the Associate Prof. Dr. Sakina Shaikh Ahmad Yusuf, UKM 2018 stated that the acquisition of knowledge through PhD level studies is a life struggle that is filled with a variety of experiences, shouldered in grief, pain, and various emotional waves. For those who choose to go through it, a PhD is one of the parts of life that requires immense mental strength and sometimes physical strength. PhDs also require the sacrifices of both the students and those close to them, especially the families. So the objective of this article is actually to identify factors related to the importance of pursuing postgraduate studies and also the challenges of preparation and the job market readiness. This situation actually requires the combined strategy and strength of various parties, especially the educators, students, and also the relevant authorities. Okay, the methodology. The study uses a qualitative method of data gathering through semi-structured interviews. 11 respondents were selected to represent the universities of Malaysia and also Brunei Darussalam, which offer postgraduate courses. The main questions given are related to why they felt it was important to continue their postgraduate studies, Masters and Doctor of Philosophy in their respective fields, and their main motivation to successfully acquire the degree. Interview respondents were marked as Respondent 1 up to Respondent 11 in the in the discussion description, and all respondents agreed to be involved in writing the result of the study. By using the selected methods, the researcher obtained the exact results of the study as expected. The literature review. Okay, as we can see here, Hamizatun Akmal in 2013 explained that there are a handful of postgraduate students who could not graduate within the stipulated period. Bain et al. 2010 stated the issues addressed in the Graduate on Time study laid out impacts to the country and society in terms of the relevance of programs offered and job offers in the industry. The first one is on the graduate centers, where they can constantly monitor and ensure their academic programs and professional standards in line at the faculty and institution level. Second one, GOT students can also optimize their ratio of personal success and also skills. And the third one, successful GOT student has a positive impact on graduate students, academics and success on research universities achieving objective holistically. And Robinson 2014 found that there are 5 main themes identified for graduate students on time. Among them are relationship with family, friends, and the faculty. Second, the determination, organizational skills, and the time management. Third, the flexibility of appropriate programs and courses. Fourth, the career advancement and financial rewards. And finally, fifth, the clear understanding of graduate programs. According to Martinez and 2013 and Haynes 2012, the stress challenges among graduate students stem from the time management constraints. And Hamza 2014 found that effective time management factor contributes to 50% success in graduating according to the time period set by students. Bohi 2016 found that the supervisors needed to play an important role in formulating strategies for students so that they can complete their studies within the stipulated time. And Martinez 2013, Wanzah 2008 explained that the effectiveness of time management is measured based on the perspective of mastery of knowledge, techniques, and the way an individual manage, organize, and divide time for daily activities. And the efficient time management among female students with families is a great challenge that requires constant commitment. So now we come to the analysis and discussion part. Okay, to answer the objective stated, the researchers interviewed selected respondents related to the question, why do you feel it is important to continue your studies in postgraduate programs, masters and doctors of philosophy in your respective fields, and what is the main motivation? So this interview using answers and notes through the smartphone WhatsApp software was conducted in between April until July 2018. And here the first respondent from Bandar Seri Begawan, Brunei Darussalam Universiti College of Religious Studies, okay, whereby the first respondent said, in the reality of life, the importance of furthering your studies at the PhD level as a servant of God is teaching to evaluate and decide the extent of interest in life. Respondent 2 from PhD student from Universiti Putra Malaysia, say that I was able to distinguish philosophy from the Western lens from Islam, which is an important filter on an issue. PhD is heavy on the way of thinking. It also trained me to be a good writer. Respondent 3 from University Science Islam Malaysia said that the importance of pursuing a PhD is to celebrate the advancement of the academic world so that the knowledge which is received and acquired had the opportunity to be disseminated. And respondent 4 from Brunei Darussalam, PhD level, said that PhD studies shape the researcher into a solution to current issues or problems. Next, PhD students make significant contributions through the findings of the study for the benefit of the relevant parties as well as the community. Respondent 5 and Respondent 6, both from Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia and another one is from University of Malaya, said that I want to be competent and relevant to the needs of a profession that challenges intellectual ability. And the other one said that the main impetus for graduating came from the realization that this endeavor is a family dream in addition to meeting the needs of the department and the faculty. Respondent 7 and Respondent 8 from Brunei Darussalam, both are PhD students, said that I hope my study will be able to provide benefits in terms of knowledge, especially to the community in Brunei. And the other one said that the need to continue from the undergraduate level to a higher level as a devotion to the nation. Respondent 9 from Universiti Utara Malaysia and Respondent 10, the alumni from Kolej Islam Antarabangsa Selangor, said that to further PhD studies is to deepen my knowledge of expertise in the field I am involved in. Another one said that it is important to further study because of 3 factors here. And the most important one is on the industry demand and the career path. And Respondent 11, finally from Universiti Putra Malaysia, PhD student, said that PhD study is a mission to continue the search for knowledge systematically and in a guided manner. If we look in depth at the feedback from the 11 respondents, we can conclude that there are several factors related to the importance of continuing postgraduate studies. Among them are the awareness that gaining knowledge is a demand on everyone who is a servant of God, the awareness that the study conducted brings benefits to many parties and celebrates the advancement of the academic world, the view that to deepen knowledge with field theory and continue to seek knowledge systematically and in a guided manner, and to give a person the opportunity to study and master knowledge firmly, build skills in the field of research and due to the job demands and career direction to serve their citizens. So overall, from this study, from Respondent 1 up to Respondent 11, the main motivation to successfully roll the degree was actually contributed by the family who understood their situation and needs along the way through the postgraduate studies. Okay, among the challenges and the strengthening strategies to meet the challenges of the postgraduate new millennium education, among them, number 1 is on the challenges arising from content and values in the aspect of holistic education. So whether or not scholarly studies now meet the current needs in terms of their content that can be applied in life, and increasingly complex life requires content that focus on the solutions of community life to achieve high civilization, especially towards the Rabbani and Madani communities. Second one is on the challenges of implementing education that are more inclusive and in line with the current advancement of technology. Here the student face the process of adapt and adopt. The adapt process is how to adapt to current technology, and the information system needs to be managed with technological knowledge that will facilitate their research rather than to bother them. And finally, the challenges of preparation and readiness of the job market. The current economic challenges in various and certain sectors that do not require high certificates are very challenging for the group. There are many who have high qualifications and fail to get jobs that suit their qualifications. Their knowledge is not utilized even if they spend a long time completing the research thesis. And here postgraduate need to be prepared for all possibilities by devising strategies in advance to get out of the unemployment crisis. As a conclusion, in line with the importance of postgraduate groups in the various agencies in the field of employment in the country, the challenges faced by them while facing the title of postgraduate students should be emphasized. Number 1 is on the challenges involving the contents. Students need to identify the gaps in the previous study to generate new ideas, not the same ideas as previous studies, and to create rhetorical research alone. Second one is the need to keep up with the knowledge in the use of technology. And the third one is to solve the problems of the ummah, whereby if they can convert their idea into product that has a high market and the economic value. And finally, by having all these postgraduate students are able to finally create success in facing the challenges of education in the new millennium today. Okay, I think that's all for today for the presentation. With that, I say thank you, shukran, and terima kasih.